Dwight Howard has just admitted to having a relationship with a man. Obviously, this news has shocked the world, but what does it mean for Dwight and his identity? And for the NBA, considering that almost no professional athletes have ever openly been a part of the LGBTQ+ community. Earlier this year, a man named Stephen Harper came forward and said that he'd been sexually assaulted by legendary NBA star Dwight Howard in July of 2021. Now, 2 years since the incident, Dwight has responded to the allegations, but rather than admit to the sexual assault, he actually said that he did have a relationship with a man, but he said that this was fully consensual. Here's what we know so far. Stephen filed the complaint in July of 2023, and in it, he said that he and Dwight had begun exchanging Instagram DMs in May of 2021. According to Stephen, they exchanged dozens of graphic messages and pictures via Instagram. He said that they began to kiss and remove their clothes, and then Dwight introduced him to a man dressed as a woman named Kitty and forced him to perform explicit acts, until Dwight realized that Stephen wasn't enjoying it and stopped. At first, it seems as though Dwight denied anything happening at all, until the DMs and Stephen's Uber receipt were released, which seemed to confirm everything. Now, Dwight has hit back with a response to the lawsuit and said that they did share an intimate moment, but that it was 100% consensual. His explanation for what happened is pretty detailed. According to him, Stephen only came out with the experience because he asked Dwight for money to keep it private. He claims that when he refused and blocked him on Instagram, Stephen turned around and came forward with a story in July of 2022 and filed a complaint with the police department. When that was dismissed, he filed a civil lawsuit that Dwight had falsely imprisoned and sexually assaulted him. Dwight is saying that he plans on fully proving those claims to be false in court, and how he's going to do that is pretty interesting. It sounds as though he's going to ask the only other person who was present to be the witness, Kitty, the man who dresses as a woman and is believed to be Dwight's lover. Dwight's attorney, Justin Bailey, has already confirmed that Kitty will be a witness. Kitty's legal identity has yet to be released. According to Stephen, Kitty was a big reason why he wasn't comfortable. He allegedly told Dwight that he didn't come to his house for a threesome. The lawsuit said that Stephen became terrified because he realized that he was stuck in the bedroom. Dwight's lawyer has denied this and says that Stephen is simply trying to make money off of Dwight, and that the truth will come out in court. It seems like that's all dependent on Kitty now, but this isn't the first time that Dwight has been questioned as being part of the LGBTQ+ community. In 2019, a man named Mason Elijah came forward and claimed that he and Dwight had had a same-sex relationship. At the time, Dwight denied it and said that he wasn't gay, and that he had experienced a lot of pure hate from people who thought he was gay. Mason claimed that they were not only in a relationship, but that they broke up when he discovered that Dwight was cheating on him with a transgender woman. Is it possible that that transgender woman was Kitty? Mason went on to claim that both Dwight and his pastor were harassing him to keep things quiet. Dwight publicly claimed that he didn't even know who Mason was, which would make sense if he really was trying to keep things quiet. At the time, he said, "I'm not gay. It's a lot of people who are and they have to hide. And there's people who have mental issues and they have to hide. There's people who have different problems in life and they have to hide. They have to put on the mask every day, and it's like, I don't want to wear no mask. I just want to be." It's pretty ironic now that he has confirmed that he had a same-sex encounter with Stephen for a bunch of different reasons. Like, what does this mean for his sexuality? Is this his way of coming out of the closet? Although there have been rumors for years, he has always claimed to be straight. This is the first time ever that he's confirmed being in a same-sex relationship. So what does that make him now? On top of that, although he's never been married, he's been in a lot of different relationships with a lot of different women. He has 5 kids with 5 different women, and his parenting journey has been full of drama. With his oldest child, his baby mama accused him of harming their child, and Dwight actually admitted to it, but said that he didn't know that it was wrong because it was how he was raised. Then the mother of one of his other children passed away suddenly from an epileptic seizure in 2022. Dwight's life has been full of chaos and drama, and it seems like he hasn't been a stranger to relationships with both men and women. But what does this mean for his relationship with the NBA? Obviously, Dwight is one of the most legendary basketball players in NBA history, and years ago, this probably would have sparked an outrage in the NBA franchise, simply because Dwight appears to have relationships with men, but now it seems like it's sparking outrage for an entirely different reason. Dwight's played for a bunch of different NBA teams over the years. He's jumped around 9 times over the course of his NBA career, but for some some reason this year, he went to Taiwan to play for a team there. The year before, he signed a one-year contract to play for the Lakers, and he made $2.6 million. But then, just a year later, he moved to Taiwan and accepted a salary of just over $1 million to play there, which is obviously a massive pay cut. But why? Although it's never been confirmed, it seems as though the NBA might have ousted him after the police report was initially filed. He signed with Taiwan in November of 2022, just 3 months after the police report was filed. And previously, he had no problem signing one-year contracts with different NBA teams and making a lot more money than $1 million. Something must have caused the move, and the only thing that comes to mind is that police report. So although the NBA organization clearly doesn't have a problem with his sexual identity, it definitely seems like they have an issue with the police report that was filed against him, and the possibility that he committed the crimes that Steven has accused him of. But he claims that the truth will be revealed once and for all in court, and maybe he'll return to the NBA at that point. But up until now, he's had one of the longest careers in NBA history. His first year in the NBA was 2004, which means that he played for 18 years before making the move to Taiwan. But what do you think? Do you believe Dwight's story or Steven's? And can you believe that Dwight essentially came out of the closet after years of rumors? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments.